Changes in and correlates of cannabis-involved substance use treatment admissions age 50 and older, 2000 to 2001. The sheer pace of discovery this year has been remarkable. Between 2010 and 2020, global cannabis research averaged about 150 papers per year. In 2025, we've already surpassed that. A meta-review called A Breakdown of 160 Cannabis Studies published in 2025 mapped out the whole field. 35 papers focused on CBD and anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and anti-seizure effects. 28 papers on THC, dosage, tolerance, and effects on mental health. 15 papers on CBG, often called the mother cannabinoid. 11 papers on CBC, linked to mood and pain regulation. Researchers are now moving away from studying cannabinoids in isolation. They're testing combinations. So CBD, CBC, THC, plus CBG, full spectrum extracts to see how the entourage effects actually works out. So far, the results back what growers and patients have said for decades. The whole plant profiles often perform better than single compounds, especially in pain and mood disorders. This is a shift from legitimacy-seeking research to precision science, a huge leap for both medical applications and cultivation practices. Changes in and correlates of cannabis-involved substance use treatment ages 50 and older, 2000 through 2021. Another major 2025 study looked at cannabis use among adults ages 50 and older, tracking treatment admissions between 2000 and 2021. Headlines often highlighted raising admissions and increased tolerance. Tolerance isn't inherently bad. Tolerance doesn't automatically mean dependence or damage. It usually means the body has simply adapted, building up cannabinoids in fat tissues and balancing receptor activity. Many other adults actually benefit from moderate use, less reliance on opioids, improved sleep, and better appetite stability. A meta-analysis of medical cannabis outcomes and cancer. This review analyzed decades of studies from THC anti-nausea effects and chemotherapy to CBD cell-level interactions with tumor environments. THC remains highly effective for chemotherapy-induced nausea and appetite loss. CBD has demonstrated anti-proliferative effects in lab models, slowing tumor cell growth. CBG and CBC show anti-inflammatory and anti-angiogenic properties. I probably pronounced that right. Property limiting tumor blood supply. CBDVA is a lesser-known cannabinoid, shows neuroprotective effects in certain brain cancer cell lines. No one is claiming cannabis cures cancer yet, but researchers are now mapping the mechanisms of multiple cannabinoids, receptor by receptor, to understand how they may complement conventional treatments. This is a huge step from anecdote to evidence, giving patients and doctors clear guidance on symptom management and potential adjunct therapies. The Living Systemic Review on Cannabis for Chronic Pain 2025 update confirmed that plant-based cannabis therapies are effective for neuropathic and inflammatory pain, often reducing discomfort by 30 to 40% compared to placebo. New insights this year. CBN, often overlooked, regulates sleep and pain cycles when combined with THC and CBD. Multiple cannabinoid formulations produce more subtle and predictable sleep. The takeaway is cannabis is now an evidence-based tool for chronic pain, not just antidote therapy. Young brain development and cannabis. The 2025 scoping review by NOSCO, Crocker, and Thibault looked at cannabis use during adolescence and young adulthood. Key points. Heavy regular THC use can affect gray matter and function connectivity in regions controlling memory and reward. Effects are dose-dependent and sometimes reversible after abstinence. Non-psychoactive cannabinoids like CBD and CBDVA may have neuroprotective effects, which is why pediatric research focuses on these compounds, not THC. This is the nuance we need. THC is not for kids, but other cannabinoids may hold therapeutic potential for pediatric conditions. So what does all this mean for growers, patients, and enthusiasts? It means the stigma is fading and the science is catching up. Researchers are finally exploring cannabis as the complex botanical it is, not just as the source of THC, but a biochemical ecosystem with dozens of active compounds. If 2025 is any sign of what's coming, the next few years will bring even deeper insights into how these cannabinoids interact, how tolerance truly works, and how cannabis can safely integrate into modern medicine. And as always, education, not exaggeration, is what moves this conversation forward. If you've been following this channel, you know we love digging into the data. If you'd like to follow along, please like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you guys next time.